Okay, it's 7:31 now, just nice. Okay, we're going to get started. So first part of it, okay, we will first cover the questions in your homework first. Okay, so we'll start off with vocabulary MCQs. Actually, for these two components, this one, okay, maybe not so. MCQ, of course, it's found in section A. Then grammar cloze is found in section B. Right? So these two, basically these two are found in your paper 2. Composition writing is in paper 1. Yeah. Okay. So on and off, we will definitely include some. It's impossible to cover all aspects in one lesson. Okay. So that's how we actually, divide it out into 48 weeks. So our schedule is, as such, we have 48 lessons, 48 tutorials in a year. Okay. All the way from January until November, December. Okay. Okay. So vocabulary MCQs. First question, many employees thought that the boss was what and favoring Noah unfairly. Okay, so you might just want to type in the chat and let me just see what your answer is. Okay, great. I think most of you managed to get the answer correct. Okay, I will not review your answers to others, so don't worry, okay? Most of you chose the answer to be D. That's right. Okay, biased. Okay, what do we mean by bias? Yeah, bias means if you feel like someone is not being fair or haven't been giving you fair treatment. So that's the meaning of bias. Okay, so you might just want to write it somewhere. Basically, it's a prejudice, right? Bias means you have a prejudice against one person. It might sometimes not be one person, but it can be also be a group or group, especially in a way considered unfair. Okay, so that's being biased, and of course, actually impartial is, oops, sorry. Okay, and impartial actually is the opposite of bias. All right. Okay, so impartial basically means like you are treating everyone equally, even your rivals, even your enemies. Okay, so treating okay. Then we have objective. Of course, well, just now I said learning objectives. Okay, but objectives can have two meaning. Okay, learning objectives basically means like something that we are aiming for. What is our learning goal, right? So those are learning objectives. But the learning objectives just now, the one that I mentioned, that is a noun. So objective can also be an adjective when I'm describing someone. So if I say that Miss Shirley is an objective person. So when I say objective person means I'm someone who is not influenced by personal feelings. Okay, so I will never be influenced by personal feelings. Okay, I'm someone who will just, I will not even consider people's opinions or feelings. I would only look at the facts. Anything that represents facts, I will agree with it. Okay, but some people are very subjective. A subjective person tends to be more inclined towards their own personal feelings. Okay, so objective and subjective. Of course, particular, I think you are quite familiar what it means. Yeah, so I don't think I have to go through. Okay. Okay, next question. One participant accused another of looting her dress, diverting her dress, sabotaging her dress, or endangering her dress. Same thing, please put in the chat. Oh, great. Everybody got it right. Okay, so does it mean I don't have to go through this? Okay, what does it mean by looting? I think if you play some pirate games, you will know. Okay, basically looting means to steal goods, right? To steal goods from a place. Okay, typically it's during a war or a riot, but sometimes it can be, like pirates, right? They loot it from someone else's ship. Okay, so diverting basically means to get the attention to be transferred to somewhere else, right? So it's diverting. Sabotaging, of course, it's like maybe they want to sabotage, they actually cut a hole in her dress, So diverting means, to divert the attention, yeah? But diverting can also be an adjective. Okay, if it's a verb, then it's to divert, maybe to transfer the attention somewhere. But diverting as an adjective actually means entertaining and amusing. Okay, entertaining, amusing. Okay, of course, endangering, I think you're quite familiar, right? Endangered animals. So you're endangering someone's life, basically you're putting them in danger. Okay, sabotaging, I think the definition is to deliberately destroy. So it can be like destroy, as in like the person drew something on her dress or cut her dress, especially for personal advantage, yeah? Okay, let's move on. Now, question 3. When John won, everyone was surprised because he was the what in the competition? Okay, so same thing, please type in the chat. Yes, Satya, you may go to the toilet. Okay, great. I think most of you have gotten the answer correct. The answer is underdog, right? Some of you chose underling. So what does underling means? Underling basically means a person of a lower status. Right? So it can be like an employee, she's an underling of her boss. It can sometimes be, like some gangs whereby they have a lot of underlings, right? Okay. Oh, Yushan was lagging just now. Okay. It's okay. We'll go through this. We'll continue from here. It's okay. Okay, then of course, underdog is a competitor thought to have little chance of winning. Okay, so if it's an underdog, it's a competitor thought to have little chance of winning. Okay, so that's underdog. Okay, then after that we have undertaker. Actually, undertaker is someone who is in the business of helping to prepare dead bodies for cremation. Okay, so it's a person, the undertaker is someone who deals with dead bodies. Huh? So a person whose business is preparing dead bodies for burial. Okay, and undercover, actually undercover is someone who works like in special forces or even in the police force, right? So basically, okay, involving an undercover is involved. Secret work within a community or organization. Okay, especially for police investigation. Okay, so these are the meanings of all these 4 words, right? Always good to know more words, yeah? Okay, let's move on. Okay, question 4. We really want to what? A culture of giving in this country. Okay, so inhabit basically means to live in, right? So inhabit is basically means to live in. Okay, so I'll just write here live in. Right, inculcate is basically to build upon. Okay, and usually inculcate we'll use it together with habits or ideas or attitude. Okay, so inculcate basically means to instill, okay, an idea, a habit, or an attitude. Okay, by persistent instruction means you keep on trying to inculcate. A lot of times in school, they try to inculcate discipline in students. So obviously it's through a lot of persistent instruction, right? That students will even cultivate that habit. So it's to inculcate good habits, right? Inculcate. Okay, next one is to instigate. When you instigate something, it means you want to bring about an action. Okay, so you want to bring about or initiate an action. Right, so that's instigate. So, for example, they instigated a reign of terror. So, someone brought about a reign of terror, right? So, that's instigate. And we have invigorate. Okay, invigorate basically means to give strength. So sometimes when they advertise a particular drink, they will say, oh, it invigorates you, right? So like Red Bull, it invigorates you, or the shower had invigorated her. So basically it means to give strength. Give strength or energy. Yeah. So out of these 4, the answer would be B. Okay, I think I forgot to ask you to type in the chat. Okay, that's okay. We'll just move on from here. Yeah. Everything is okay? Any questions? Yeah? Okay. No questions, we'll move on,
I
okay?
haven't copying yet.
Oh, okay. I'll just leave it here. Please feel free to speak up if you have not finished copying. Just let me know, okay?
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Question 5. Many politicians are what by a strong passion for their chosen political party. Now, boosted. Okay, boosted, of course, it can mean